Viper Auto Valet down at the Viper detailing barn today. Been working on my 1982 W123 230 TE. I've done a few videos on it now, but today I've steam cleaned the chassis. Originally I thought that was quite rusty, surface rust on some of the suspension components, the steel stuff that over years would generate rust. Which surprised me, but I thought, oh, okay, that's what it is. But I decided to steam clean it anyway. I'm just giving you a little walk around while I'm talking. Steam it anyway, and to my surprise and joy, once I'd started steam cleaning, I realised it wasn't rust, it was just dried on mud and dust and so on and so forth, which had really been in my well, it had been in the barn, as I said in my other video, since '97. So it had a long time to get dirt and debris, and I think it had been dragged into this barn, and there seemed to be mud and debris underneath it. I think it must have dragged on certain stuff as it got dragged in. So anyway, I'm really pleased. It cleaned up really well. It was really nice to see what I was hoping was really nice black chassis and everything, and suspension and steering components that I thought had gone surface rusty, sort of gingery. Really cleaned up really well. I haven't put it back in the air. It's on my 2-post lift at the moment. I haven't put it back in the air. I'm just letting it dry out. But once it's fully dry, I don't really want to get dripped on. I got wet enough this morning cleaning it. I'll put it up in the air and really have a good look underneath. And I'm really hopeful it's going to be really good. So that's really pleased me. So I'm just going to open the bonnet. It should, oh yeah, that's handy. Just to do a little video of how the engine bay came up. There's probably still a tiny bit more that I want to do in here, but I'm very pleased with how it has come up so far. Very pleased. It's still, 41 years old, so it's showing its age. It's got patina, I think is the right terminology, but for the age that it is, it's really come up well. I'm very pleased, very pleased. So I'll put that down so I don't forget. I'll have a wander around. Some of the things, I can't remember what the last video was, but it's all the welding's been done. I'm sure I've done a video about that. Welding's all been done on the panels and such like. Around the arches was all rusty, which was not unexpected on this vehicle. It certainly had the chrome arches, which were from the period. And they just trapped dirt and debris and moisture and created rust. So that was a bit of a shame, but it's all been rectified. And then it had a bare metal respray, whole body, roof, the whole lot. So that's really come up well. All the wheels have been powder coated, freshly powder coated. That one's looking a bit dirty. Obviously got some blow through from when I was doing the chassis, but I'll clean them up. The wheel trims have come up nice. They were painted at the same time as the body was done. So the traditional hubcaps with the chrome and the colour-coded centres with a star in them, they've come up really nice. But in recent weeks, I've been taking them on, putting them off, taking them on, putting them off, or taking them off because I like the look of it as on there, but it was just not practical. I've had the wheels on and off so many times in the last couple of weeks. I thought, right, they're just going to get damaged. So I've taken them off and I'll put them on when I'm ready to actually do so. I'm just sort of walking around the vehicle, letting you have a look as I chat away. I'm just going to open up the boot. I'm very pleased with how the boot's come out. This was looking really quite tired, but it's come up really nice now, and it smells so much fresher in there as well. Really very pleased with the boot. I'm having some overmats made, tailor-made overmats, to put in the cabin area, passenger, driver and rear passengers. And I'm having in here a tailor-made mat as well, in the same material as inside the car. I just think they look quite nice. I've seen some others like it. Some of them I think were period sort of things, and I just thought it looked quite nice, so I'm going to do that. Interior, just do a little... Yeah, it's come up really well. So you can see, the carpets or mats that are in it, genuine ones. They're carpet not overmats, but they look like overmats because they just peel out. So, but yeah, come up really nice. In here's come up nice as well. Very pleased. Just a tiny bit more to do on the interior. There's a couple of bits of the seats that I'd like to wet and dry a little bit further, just because I think I can get them a bit better than they are. And some more interior cleaning to do. Some of the nooks and crannies that I would just like to get a bit better. Nothing wrong with them as they are, but I just would like to see looking a bit better than they are. So there we go. Hopefully I've given you a bit more of an insight into the W123. It's really coming on well. Oh yeah, one thing I was going to mention, I serviced it when I first got it, really to make sure that everything was in order before I started starting the vehicle. So I changed the plugs, the leads, oil filters, air filters, so on and so forth. Fuel filters, new Bosch pump, new filter, everything. But I didn't stamp the book because it was me that did it, and the car warrants more than that. So I'm going to have it booked in to the place that is going to do the MOT. I'm going to have it MOT'd, although it's MOT exempt. But I'm still going to get it MOT'd. And they're going to do a full service, gearbox oil change, diff, belts. I'm going to change all the bulbs. I'm just going to do everything to it, really. It really justifies having that bit of extra time and money spent on it. And then MOT, and it will be fresh. Once I've put it up in the air, I'm going to evaluate the underside, see whether or not it's good as it is. It looked good while I was steam cleaning it. Really did look good. All the underbody protection was still 90% intact, which is really nice. But I don't know whether I'll go over it with a clear wax or just help it along and protect it for another 40 years or more. There we go. Vibe Auto Valet. More videos to come.